Okay, so we're back. I've got my 4 walls attached, and I'm just running my finger up the corners while I support the outside. Soportando la parte de afuera, van a seguir alisando con su dedo por dentro las esquinas. So really the best tool that a potter has is our hands, right? So I'm really just using my hands more than anything else to do that smoothing. It really works the best. I mean, the wooden knife is great, but you also just want to get in there and make sure it's nice and smooth. This I'm going to hold very carefully by both corners and flip it over super carefully, because I do have to address the bottom side that I couldn't reach before. So I'm smoothing my connections. Smooth your connections, your corner connections, and also you are smoothing out your inside where maybe your finger couldn't reach before. Okay. So once I'm here, make sure it's not bowing in, that it's nice and straight, right? Que la caja está bien derecha, no curvada. Taking care of all these little crumbs. You don't want the crumbs in your clay. That is not good. And just smoothing a little bit more with a damp sponge. Sponges are really the best for smoothing and connecting, always. Hitting the outside. Alisando bien. Okay, now check this out. I want to very carefully maybe tap this box like this so it's connected. This is still a little wet, so I'm going to hold off on the ruler right now. Okay, now we're going to put a base on it. We're going to put a floor on this box. So I'm going to move it super carefully over. Make sure that my space is cleaned off, no crumbs. Asegúrese que no hay boronas y vamos a ponerle la base. So here's my clay. I'm going to grab my clay from before. Okay, boom. And all of this clay dried at the same time, so it's all the same moisture level. And here's what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can do this like this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score the rim, okay? I'm going to score the rim. This is going to be the bottom of my box. Remember, I flipped it over because I wanted to make sure that the inside connection was really well smoothed out. So this, I'm going really fast, you guys, but you would do this a little slower probably. And as long as you make sure that it's diagonally crossed, you are fine. So con cuidado porque no las paredes. Solamente queremos rayar este labio. Not sure how you say rim in Spanish. So see how I'm crossing, little X's. Now I'm ready for some water, poquito de agua. And I just tap it on there. Now this may look like a big box, but remember it's going to shrink, right? Everything shrinks. Clay shrinks, so we have to take that into consideration. I want to make sure that my slab here is nice and smooth, so I'm just going to run this rib on it a couple of times. Estoy alisando el barro, and then I'm going to flip it over onto the slab. Make sure your walls are straight. Se vuelca, se pone encima de el pedazo de barro para el piso. Y aquí entonces estaba mojado, so cuando lo quito, so this is basically, you're just going to give it a little kiss and you're going to lift it up again. Lift it up again, because see how it leaves this line. It leaves an impression. So now I can go in and score that. That's what I needed to know, is where it's going to land. Lo toco un poquito nada más a la base aquí para saber dónde voy a poner entonces este barro. Okay, so set it on there. Give it a little bit of a jiggle, gentle jiggle. Make sure your walls are straight. Asegúrese que las paredes están derechas. Straight walls is super important, you guys. Building with slab is like construction. It's like building a house. And if you don't have your straight walls, like the whole thing is going to be wonky. Okay, so check that out. You see the beginnings of a box? This is so exciting. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to run it around the bottom rim. If you have nails, be very careful not to dig your nails in there. Con el dedo voy a conectar adentro, o maybe con la esponja. You can do it with a sponge. Si tienen uñas largas, cuidado que no se raya con las uñas. Por fuera también. Outside too, so I'm doing the outside. And I can support and do this way too with my wooden knife. The round part of the wooden knife. I like to use a paintbrush. If you have a paintbrush, great. If you don't, then it's fine. You don't need it. But I wet it and I go around the whole inside. Yo uso una brocha. Si tienen una brocha, perfecto. Si no, no se preocupe. And, you know, my brush just has a little bit of water. Not a lot. Si tienen una brocha, quieren usar una brocha, mójela, pero no mucho. This wall is starting to bow, so I'm being very careful to put out straight. Make sure your walls are super before we cut. Asegúrese que las paredes derechas por debajo aquí antes de cortar la base. Okay, so now it's time to cut the base. And all I'm going to do is very carefully, this is kind of a stand-up thing, is very carefully start cutting the excess off. You don't want to cut into your walls, so go slow. Entonces voy a empezar a cortar lo que no se necesita con cuidado. No se quiere cortar, no quiere cortar la pared de la caja. Hágalo con cuidado. Sometimes I don't even go all the way to the wall just yet because I'm nervous that I'm going to cut too much. Slow and steady is the name of the game, people. So a veces no corto completamente porque tengo un poco de nervios que voy a cortar mucho. All right, so I am now ready for smoothing. So I'm going to, I would take my finger and go up, all the way around, up, subiendo para arriba para conectar esa base. Up. And if you have any leftover clay, that's good because it'll come up and help seal. Then I'm going to go across. Para arriba primero, después la base lisa. So first you go up, now I'm just smoothing with my finger on all sides, of course. And look, we have a box. We have a box. Use your wooden knife to smooth. You can use your knife. Se puede usar la parte redonda del cuchillo para alisar. O se puede usar la costilla. You guys can use your rib. Set it like this so that the nose, this is the nose, is down, and just run it across. That's delicious. That's beautiful. Look at this. Push this back a little bit. running it across, running it across. There we go. And let me show you. See how smooth and fantastic? That's getting all sealed up. All sealed up. All right. Now, of course, we need a lid. So, let's see if any of these pieces are big enough. I'm going to score, and you're going to, why are you closing the whole box up? I will very soon poner en la tapadera. Asegúrese que todo está bien alisado dentro. Cerrarla completamente primero antes de abrirla otra vez. We're gonna seal this box all the way before we decide to cut the lid. So I'm gonna do the process again that I just did for the base. Somewhere. Let's see, I'm gonna bring over my clay. Do it again. Do it again. Smooth. Just like it is. Okay, give it a little water. Water. Little water. And flip it over. So this is basically the same exact thing that I just did for the base. You're just going to put the lid now. So you guys go ahead and do that. Flip it over. Give it a gentle kiss. You'll get a mark on the slab where you know now to score and then connect. And I will be back with you guys to show you how to make the lid. Bye.